You know, you know. If you're a Rurouni Kenshin fan today is the day you would be real happy. Episode 7, Kenshin versus Jinai, was fire. This episode was amazing. Best episode of the series so far. And for sure now I am not worried about the fight scenes and the animation anymore. I am seriously stoked. This episode is just the episode I needed to convince myself that I don't have to worry anymore. Liden Films, dude, Liden Films, I am sorry. Well, I just didn't like one episode of the whole series so far, but now I am like, yes. Thank you. Thank you for a great episode. And I'll say one thing. One thing right now is that I can see this and I could happily say this. I'm happy to say that this Jedi episode 7 surpassed the original. Oh my gosh, I am so happy. I am so happy today that uh, as a Kenshin fan, I am happy. I am happy, 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 happy. So let I saw the episode and I already watched it twice already, right? So let's just kind of like break it down. And what I want to do is like actually play it. So I have my iMac here and I want to actually play the episode. So like we could kind of like break down the episode and like watch my favorite parts and kind of express myself properly. I'm just gonna watch it from where the episode actually starts, not the recap. So right, it starts. Right. Oh. I just love the tone. I love the way they like the animation itself. The voice for Janai is so good. By the way, the sound and the sound effects for this episode was good. It was really good. So yeah, this is like a flashback. The flashback that they did was totally the studio idea. So this is out of the context of the manga. This is totally left field. This they took liberation. So this is nice to like actually see how they're showing Kenshin in the past. And this scene, Kenshin was like so badass. Like it's so cool to like see this animated like in the series itself, like to see Kenshin's past. I love this. I loved how they did this. I love it. I just love it. And like Jinai was actually scared of him. Like to see that. Like this was like cool. Like to see Jinai meet Kenshin in the past, in the Bakumatsu era. Like any Genshin fan would have loved this scene. Foreshadowing. Well, not foreshadowing, but showing the past. Sorry. And let me just talk about the music for Jenny. Well, I like to call him Jenny, but the music set a real nice tune for Jenny. Like it was just perfect. Like it really got the tune. Like like it is a serious thing not going to happen. Yeah. and one of my favorite shots coming up. This was good cinematography. This was good. I am happy to see this. I was happy to see that. Look at that. Kenshin walking and the shadows that I just revealed. That's what we talking about. That's what we talking about. And then we're gonna get into this crazy ass sword fight. I love that shot. The face off shot. And the moon. Look at this, look at this, look at this. To see Kenshin animated like this in a series, animated series, like the proper way. Oh, dreams do come true. Dreams do come true. It did it so good. It was. A nasty picture. Let's talk about the drool, urine, and feces will ooze out. That was kind of. Ugh. No! That was so much better than the original. Oh my god. Listen, for all the new folks who watching Catching, if this episode doesn't get you into watching this series now, well, you're hopeless. Love every frame of this episode. Catch yourself, run back. Kenshin so cool in this. I'm noticing something as well. The music is evolving. The music evolving with each episode, with each threat. It's kind of like the original series, right? So we started off with the Kenshin theme, and then we eventually went into the better music. It evolved. So hopefully the music here evolving. The music is evolving. Watch this stance. Watch this stance. It was depicted so good. Look at that. Look at that. What the? Did just do the stance so good. The battle jutsu stance.
これは抜刀術の構え。抜刀術。刀剣の刃を冴えないで走らせ、抜き放つことによって、剣速を2倍、3倍に加速させる。
I'm so happy. Sorry again, I don't like this, but I'm real happy. You have no idea how happy I am.
これ、抜刀斎の獅子名の由来。が死に至る諸刃の危険技。
Look at that frame. That's frame right here. Oh, I love it. Love it. Love it.
かわせる。これはかわせる。いざ
The sound, the impact of the sound effects making it real, real good.
酒場島は抜刀術には不利。そりの腹側に未練が来る酒場島では、十分なさや走りができず、わずかばかり抜刀速度が鈍る。その差が
Wait for it.
絶好の勝機。
Oh, this song.
これさえかわす
They're doing so good with this song.
かわしたぞ。俺の勝ちだ。
Double battle. Oh, this song. The way they're doing this song. Oh my god. They're just feeling it.
飛天三剣流抜刀術、総流戦。抜刀術が諸刃の必殺技であることも、酒場島が抜刀術に
Everything's so like,
百も承知。
oh,
最強の抜刀術を極めた男。それが抜刀斎の獅子名の由
that
来。
angle, that
肘を
up
関節
angle.
を
Oh, Kenshin looking down at him.
お前の剣の命は終わった。そしてこれで人生の終わりだ。死ね。
Die.
どうした抜刀斎。何をためらっている。真の一方を解くには俺を殺すしかない。簡単すぎる選択だ。伝説の人斬り様の狂人。メイドの土産に。
Look at the animation here. The face so creepy.
死ね。
Oh, I love how they do this. It was so emotional.
殺人です。
This was so impactful.
題目を口にしても、それが真実。けれども拙者は、
I love this. This was impactful. I love the music too.
カオル殿の言う甘っちょろいざれ言の方が好きでござるよ。
The music is. This. Oh, I feel it.
時計に戻らないで。殺人剣は
So iconic. This is so iconic. This is such an iconic scene. And it's so impactful. My pause reason just watching it again. The music and everything. Oh, they did so good. I am so happy.
私は大丈夫。大丈夫だから。もう。
昨晩の鳥頭ならいざ知らず。まさか真の一方をこんな小娘にまで破られるとは。
This frame right here. I love it. The way they drew Janai as well.
まして左手しか使わない
Perfect. Perfect.
もう勝機はござらん。すべては終わった。おとなしく縄につくでござるよ。いや、まだ終わらん。
I love that frame.
後始末なんだ。
This all the shots in this episode.
この感触、いいね。
I could watch this episode over and over and over and over again because they do it so good.
後始末だよ。俺が捕まって調べが進めば
This right here is something he never talked about In, they're sure to track, right, the politician who hired him or whoever. He never spoke about that in the original. It was cool to hear him talk about it. See? They hit the grill and
からお前はふぬけたというんだ。維新だ、明治だ。
right, they're all worked up about the revolution, Meiji era, and the new government. But on the inside, a power struggle similar to the Bakumatsu era still continues. They want to get rid of those that stand in the way with modernization of the system and the police force developing. They can't simply slay men like before. So the
俺も一度踏み込んだ修羅道から抜け
so you remember
抜けたくもない。
in the episode where Saito came in, there was a politician who hired Saito to kill Kenshin because Kenshin knew a lot of the secrets. So this is the politician he's talking about.
それを無視してお前に挑んじまったからこんな無様な死に方になっちまったがない。
Oh, this whole scene,
生きていてもつまらんだ。間違いない。人斬りは所
the
詮
expression on Kenshin's face when you tell him that you'll always be a Hitakiri.
お前が
It get to him there, it get to him, and you could see the expression on his face. Oh, bravo.
人斬りは所詮死ぬまで人斬り。死ぬまで。
俺言っとくわ。
The animation looks so good.
拙者の方でござる。
And it'll only get better, right? It should only get better. It should only get better. This is just
あの時、カウレ殿が止めてくれなかったら、拙者は完全に人斬り抜刀斎に立ち戻っていた。そうそう。そういえば愛のリボン返さなきゃでござるな。
it's in the ribbon with blood.
おお。何これ、血みどろじゃない。そっか。
Come, Karu, give him a break now. I don't understand why she get mad with him, man. I never understand that. She should be like, it's okay, it's okay. But she quarreling with him. I don't understand that. I never understand it. Ugh.
ジニア、せめて地獄の淵から見てるでござるよ。たとえ本性が人斬りだとしても、拙者は一生抑えてみせる。拙者は二度と人斬り抜刀斎には戻らない。
Just laying there dead in the day. I like that. Sano and Yaiko.
拙者は死ぬまで殺さずの流浪人でござるよ。
ただいま。
でござる。
Ah, gosh, boy. Hey, I love this episode. I love this. I love this episode. And if this is what they're doing with just this Jenny episode, it could only get better from here. And I kind of start to see exactly what I think they're doing. So they start. So we 1 to 7, and I realize that each episode they're not trying to like start. You know, like with some anime, they would just like go all out for like the first episode, and you're like, this anime is so cool. And then like as the episodes start to go on, you'll be like, oh, it's starting to get boring. It's starting to get boring. But the thing about Kenshin is that even with the original is that they always kept it like, okay, so we'll start off like this, and then we'll just gradually build and start to make each episode better, each fight better. We're not just gonna throw in everything into the first episode, the second episode, the third episode. So by the time we reach episode 24, we have no idea what we're doing because we can't outdo ourselves like episode 1 or 2. So that's the good thing about it. So every fight, every episode will get better. And basically Kenshin start here. Kenshin start. Everybody is coming. All the characters, Yaiko, Sano, everybody's in there. I mean, except for Megumi, because Megumi is gonna come in next week's episode. I love the flashbacks that they showed with Jinai in the Shinsengumi, because that was something that we never really saw in the original. We never saw Kenshin's backstory. We never saw anything about him being Batusai in uh the original series, right? We only got a glimpse of that when Saito came in and they were showing that little piece of the fight back in the Bakumatsu when Saito came, and we were supposed to get more of Kenshin's past if they animated the Inishi arc. And we would have seen his story. So I'm thinking that the author wanted to keep all of that um until we reach the Jinju arc. But yeah, with Liden Films, with the director, so he said he would do plenty foreshadowing and showing a lots of the past. So I think it's personally, I think it's kind of cool that we get to see Kenshin's past every now and then, right? And then we'll get to see more of it and the full story of him and Tomoe. But I love the addition of it in this episode. I love the fight choreography. It was so fast. This is what I always wanted. I always wanted for Kenshin to have these types of sword fights where you're seeing every movement, everything, the two swordsmen fighting and you're seeing the moves in in that quick kind of godlike speed, and then you're actually seeing everything compared to like just I remember like if it was yesterday with the Janai episode. In the original one they were fighting and it was just seeing like you know like that. You're just seeing them swinging the sword like that, each of them, but you wasn't seeing that kind of fight choreography. This is something I dreamed of for years, that I always wanted for this, for that kind of animation for Kenshin. And when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, dreams do come true. Dreams do come true. I was so happy to see that. And it wasn't like a short kind of thing. They actually gave us like enough, because if you add up that plus the flashback, this episode was full of action, full of sword fight choreography. Happy, happy, happy. What else? What else? Oh, I loved in the beginning how when Kenshin was reading the letter and he just was like, this Kenshin, he's just so friggin' cool, so friggin' badass. Like, it have no playing around with this Kenshin. Ah, I love that. I love, like I was saying in the I was watching the episode. I love the cinematography. I love every frame of this episode. They really did a good job. I love how when Kenshin arrived, you see him walking out from the shadows and into the light, and how they did that, how they revealed him using the moonlight. Oh, chef's kiss. What else? The music. The music is evolving. I am hearing how the music is evolving. I love that little piece where when Karu called out to Kenshin before he to stop him from killing Jenny. I love that flashback where she saw him in her mind talking about how sword fighting is killing, how being a swordsman is killing, but he loves her dream of just being a sword that could protect her. That flashback and the way they did it with the music, oh, it was good. That was so impactful. I really felt it. Like I said in the beginning, this surpassed the original, and I am so stoked to see the next episode. Now, like I am like I'd just be like sitting there just waiting for each episode every week, and I'm gonna be watching this episode again, like probably like 5 or 6 more times, just watching it over and over and over. They did a good job. The new aspects that they brought in, like the flashbacks, perfect. I love it. The way they did the fight choreography, the quick sword fighting, I love it. I love it, love it. Almost kind of reminded me of Sword of the Stranger. Not up there, but they just gave you like a little taste of what they could do. So that was perfect. I really don't have any complaints about this episode at all. They did they did the source material justice. They did the OG justice, and yeah, they did all the things right. And I think if you're a Rurouni Kenshin fan, You should be happy, just as happy as me today, because this episode was pure fire. And yeah, and I'm trying to think about what else we could talk about. What else we could talk about in this episode? I also loved how when Jinne was on the ground and he was telling Kenshin about the person who hired him to do all the killings because of all the corruption that's going on in the present government right now, the inner squabble, and that he was hired, and that was information that was never mentioned in the original episode. You only found out that until it was Saito, the politician who thought he was hiring Saito to kill Kenshin because Kenshin knew too many of the imperialist secrets and what they did before. Jinai actually mentioned that that person hired him to do all the killings and stuff like that. So that was cool to hear him actually say that. So you kind of like had an idea of what was going on, and then maybe when it happens later down in the line with Saito, in the further episodes, that when Saito arrives and they reveal who that politician is, you'll be like, oh, okay. So I think the 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 new audience who's watching Rurouni Kenshin right now, they kind of getting a better, like, kind of laid out story compared to what we had with the OG. I mean, the OG was good, but in terms of like story and the way they're laying it out, I think they're having a better time with it, um, than we would have had, especially with all these flashbacks. And you mentioned things are being mentioned in these early episodes. So now when it get down to the later episodes, you'll be like, oh, okay, yes, he really did say that, you know. So yeah, it's like, the stories and all the things will start to tag in. So they're doing really really good. Like I can't stop talking about this episode. I think that was one of the last things I wanted to mention about the episode. That specific thing what Jina was talking about. I talked about all the other stuff. Guys, I need to wrap up this video because I'll keep going on and on and on and on and on. All right, so it's already been like over 30 minutes, so I have to condense this down now. But yeah, guys, please comment. Let's talk about this episode. Oh my gosh. So guys, I'll see you on the next one. Please subscribe. See ya. Bye.